14 petitions have been filed at the Supreme Court thus far seeking an international warrant for the arrest of Sandaruwan Senadira, the editor of Lanka E News. Meanwhile, speaking today, Minister Sarath Fonseca said that steps must be taken against this individual for exceeding limits in insulting certain persons.
The allegation against the Lanka E News website and its editor Sandaruwan Senadira is malicious reporting intended to defame the characters of certain persons. Following the attack on the Lanka E News website on the 30th of January 2011, Sandaruwan Senadira had travelled overseas and the website is also now operated from overseas. Several ministers claimed recently that while Senadira contacts individuals including politicians and businessmen seeking funds, he publishes insulting reports on the website regarding persons who refuse to pay.
Lanka E News attacked me recently. They had asked me for money. They asked me to pay some money from the Ports Authority and that they would raise my profile. I said I have nothing to give. I can state with responsibility that many businessmen pay this man because he will sling mud at them if they refuse. Politicians and businessmen both make payments to him or he slings mud at them. I can fearlessly say that more than 70 reports criticizing the judiciary and insulting the judiciary have been published on the media website Lanka E News. The judges have been left hapless. The day before they are due to deliver a verdict, the website publishes reports saying that the judge had a meal at a certain person's home and that the judge received a payment from a certain person. How can the judge deliver a verdict after that? Who is trying to destroy the independent judiciary that we rebuilt with much difficulty? Who is Lanka E News? Who is Sandaruwan? He was chased out of this country. He is not a journalist. You can pay £100 to Sandaruwan and ask him to sling mud at anyone via Lanka E News.
A few days after the Justice Minister's statement in Parliament on the 25th of November, Gampaha Magistrate Kavindya Nanayakara issued an order to secure an international warrant for the arrest of Sandaruwan Senadira. Senadira was accused of contempt of court for publishing the photograph of the suspect alleged to have assaulted journalist Upali Tennakon. When the case was heard on Friday, the CID informed court that an international warrant could not be secured as Interpol had noted that a warrant cannot be issued unless charges are filed in court against Sandaruwan Senadira. 14 petitions have been filed at the Supreme Court thus far, citing contempt of court on the part of Sandaruwan Senadira. Accepting the petitions, the Supreme Court has noted that it is prepared to hear these petitions on the 10th, 16th and the 19th of January.
Not only I, number of lawyers have thought it is time for us to take this matter to the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court, after examining, we expect the Supreme Court issue international warrant of arrest to arrest this man and bring him to Sri Lanka and ask him and request and then order him to appear in the Supreme Court and answer the charges that are brought against him.
Who is behind the Lanka E News website and the individual known as Sandaruwan Senadira?
It is being run by persons who are against us and there is no one in the opposition who is against us. I say that this is run with the blessings of the government.
According to a letter published by Lanka E News at 12:45 p.m. on the 1st of December, Coordinating Secretary at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Tusitha Hallolua, is a close associate. While Hallolua had previously served on the board of directors of Sri Lanka Telecom, he is a close confidant of the foreign minister.
He has been extorting money, and if you do not subscribe to his extortion, your entire character is defamed. The most counter-malicious, the most defamatory articles, not only about you, about your family, about your children.
He is in England and they do everything in pounds. There must be freedom, but at the same time, journalists must use this freedom ethically. If this freedom is being used to defame people and if it is being done for personal gain or profit, it is completely wrong. We condemn it. As a result, steps will have to be taken against such journalists who have exceeded limits and done an injustice to society. Many persons have complained about Lanka E News. We know who is ruining it. We know who is raising funds for it. Such social media websites are accepted for social justice. If they are going to act in this way, we have to enforce the law. I remind you that we will not allow any action that threatens national security and the lives of our people.